vlog. Today's vlog is going to be talking about different codes. Recently, I read a book that talks about codes throughout history and stuff. So it got me really interested in it, and I started doing my own research. So today, I put together for you a collection of some of my favorite codes and stuff like that. We're going to start with the @bash cipher. Sorry if I butchered the pronunciation on that. So the gist of the @bash cipher is we're reversing the alphabet. A becomes Z, B becomes Y, C becomes X, and so on. So if we wanted to code something like MythFire with the @bash cipher, it would become NBGSURIV, and that would be MythFire using the @bash cipher. So the next code we're going to be talking about is A1Z26. So with A1Z26, we're basically putting the alphabet in a numerical form. A would become 1, B would become 2, C would become 3, and so on, all the way up to 26. So if we wanted to code MythFire using the A1Z26 coding method, it would be 13, 25, 20, 8, 6, 9, 18, and 5. So that would be MythFire using the A1Z26. The next code we're going to be talking about is the Ciphers cipher. So this one's a little different it's a little more complicated than the other codes and ciphers we've talked about. So with Ciphers cipher, it's really customizable. You can take any letter in the alphabet and use that to start with A. So in this case, I started with S. So A becomes S, B becomes T, and C becomes U. So when you get to Z at H, you start over, so A would become I and J would be B. So if we wanted to code MythFire using the Ciphers cipher and my version of it, it would be EQLZXAJW, and that would be MythFire using the Ciphers cipher. So for the next code we're going to be talking about you may have heard about it before. It's called Morse code. So Morse code's, again, a little different from some of the first two codes we talked about it. So when you usually hear of Morse code, it's an audio or even like visuals, like lights flickering. So for Morse code, the dots represent small dits, and the dashes represents a longer dat. So A would become dit, dat, and B would be dat, dit, dit. So I also created my own code because I really wanted to, and I called it Knox. Anyone who gets the reference, you're awesome. So any vowels have their base is a dashed line. And about the first half of the alphabet is a horizontal line. Then when we get down to N, it becomes a vertical line. So if we wanted to code MythFire using Knox, it would look something like this. So if you have any codes or ciphers that you find interesting, leave them down in the comments. And remember to like, subscribe, and yeah. Bye! See you next week!